Welcome, everyone. This is part two of our six-part series with tips and tricks on how to maintain a healthy diet and lifestyle during the epic summer of 2021. Because we all know last year we didn't get to go anywhere. Nobody got to go on vacation. Nobody went to the swimming pool, at least unless you have one at your house. I know my pool wasn't open, and I know a lot of my friends and family are still suffering with some of the poor diet and lifestyle choices they made during the summer. So I have to say for myself, we just joined a pool club because I'm so excited to get out and get in the water and swim with some friends. And I've really had to amp up my workout to be bikini ready because the summer is our time because no one's staying home. So we want to make sure that you are all ready. So today, my guest is my good friend, Diana Wilder. She is the founder of Senior Health Coaching, LLC, and she is here today to talk to us about a very important topic, especially in the summer, hydration. So welcome, Diana. Welcome, Diana. Great to see you.
Great to see you too, Samantha. Thank you so much for spending this time with me talking about summer tips, which is also my favorite part of the year. I love summer. Like Samantha said, I'm Diana Wilder, and I support and mentor young at heart postmenopausal women who run and own their own businesses. I help them find time and better health and sustaining energy for their multifaceted lives. My clients learn to lose the extra pounds that weigh them down. So, like Samantha said, I have some tips all about hydration. I have 5 fun tips. So, number 1, which one here? Our bodies are made up of 60 to 75% water. And so the importance of drinking water and enough of it for your investment of good health is huge. As women, we should drink about 8 to 9 8-ounce glasses of water throughout our day. Too much water can actually lead to mineral imbalances. So some people have these big, tall water things, and it'd be good to measure it to see how much water you're actually drinking. And then too little water can cause dehydration, headaches, and fatigue. And I want to tell you a story. A friend of mine was having problems remembering and thinking straight, similar to dementia. Come to find out, this dear friend had a UTI, and the cause of it was that she was not drinking enough water. Number 2.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
My father struggles with that a lot. Yeah, tell us a little bit more about that. And I also want to hear more a little bit about the minerals that you mentioned.
Okay. So you can, in your brain, you can actually water down your mineral count in your body. So you do really need to measure the water. Now, of course, some people, if you're swimming or biking or hiking, you're going to need more water during those times, of course. And then you also need to replenish the electrolytes that are in your body. And I actually have a really good recipe for electrolyte replenishing drink. It's called lemon limeade, and you take a 1/4 cup of lime juice, a 1/4 cup of fresh lemon juice, 2 cups of filtered water or raw coconut water, 2 tablespoons of honey, and an 1/8 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt. Mix that together and you have a great drink for after your workouts or whatever sport or fun thing you're doing this summer.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I finally was able to convince my son to drink vitamin water, which I switched him from Gatorade to vitamin water.
Okay, that's a step in the right direction.
Stubborn teenagers can be. So yeah, I will definitely put that recipe in the comments when we do go ahead and.
That'd be great. And I was just gonna say, if people didn't get the whole recipe, we'll have it in the comments, or they can just email me at coach@dianawilder.com, and I'll be glad to send.
Sorry, I have it right on the screen for you. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And we can send that right to them.
That.
Okay, another tip I have, a lot of people like to have a cold beer, a glass of wine, or a mixed drink in the summer around their pool. Well, actually, alcohol is actually a diuretic, which causes an increased passing of urine. This is another example of dehydration. So if you drink alcohol, be sure to follow it with a chaser of water. Okay, and then my next tip, some people will say, well, I don't really like the taste of water. There are so many recipes for adding strawberries, cucumbers, mint, almost anything that's fruit or herb related you can add to water to make it a little more healthy and also to give it a better tasting flavor.
I agree. I actually wanted to go back and talk a little bit about, I know that it's kind of a mom thing. Once our kids were old enough to swim like by themselves and we didn't have to be in the pool with them all the time. So we would have our little sippy cups with, a beverage of some sort. And, between the sun and the heat and the alcohol, talk to us a little bit about that, because that I feel can be very dangerous.
Yes. I don't have all the specifics about how dangerous it is. I just know if you need 8 to 9 glasses of 8-ounce amount of water to hydrate yourself, you have to realize when you're dehydrating yourself, you have to bring that balance back up.
So let's say I drink a glass of wine. Instead of 8 glasses of water, I should drink 9 glasses of water. Is it 1-to-1 like that?
I would agree with that. I wouldn't know in particular about that. I did not do any research on that, but that makes sense.
Yeah, we're just trying to
do just
some basic, general tips. I'm sure there's a science behind everything, but as health coaches, we can kind of go with our gut and try to give people the easiest, most simple information that they can digest. So that would work for me. I would remember, okay, I had a glass of wine, I have to have an extra glass of water today.
Yes,
so
very good.
A great tip. Absolutely. So let's see what we have now.
I have some more tips if you want me to keep going.
Oh yeah, please go ahead.
Okay.
You mentioned something about the best times to drink water?
Yes. So I have 5 times, or is it 4 here? I got my notes. So the very first time you should drink water is when you wake up. Before your morning coffee, drink 2 8-ounce glasses of water, and that will start and help your organs to activate and get rolling. Then a glass before you have a meal, so a half hour before you have your meal. This actually helps in a couple ways. It helps digestion, it helps soften stools, and it also helps with your hunger. If you have that water a half hour before you have your food, you're going to find that you can wait and you're not snitching all that extra food while you're cooking.
That's a great tip. I've also heard that if you drink a carbonated water, like a seltzer, the carbonation actually makes you feel even more full, so that you can hold off on the snacks even longer.
Yeah, that sounds great. And then another time to drink water is right before a shower, and that will actually lower your blood pressure. And then the last time you should drink water, some people don't like to drink it right before they go to bed, but it actually can prevent strokes and heart attacks, especially in older people. And women that I work with are young at heart, but like I said, postmenopausal, so they're a little bit older, and we have those kinds of concerns.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so then the last thing I wanted to talk about was when I was going to school at the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. That's where I got my holistic health coach certificate.
That's my girl.
Yeah, we have a common alumni.
Yeah.
So one of the people that was a speaker was Howard Moran, MD, and I want to show you 2 pictures. I'm not sure if we can share screen with this new technology we're working with, but I can still show you these pictures.
Sure, absolutely.
Let me see here.
Look down, make
You
them
can
more
see
space.
it. Whoops, go like this
Oh,
and
yeah,
go
can
up.
see, yeah.
Okay, so you see a baby bottle, a Coke bottle, a beer bottle, and lastly, a feeding tube or a saline solution when somebody is having a hard time because they're dehydrated. They have to go to the hospital and get saline solution and minerals put back into their bodies. So he said in order to stop those kinds of progressions, I have another little thing I'm going to show you here. It says before there was medicine, there was food. And he also says, eat your water. And at the bottom of his picture, he's got things like a pomegranate, blueberries, broccoli, watermelon, tomatoes. So those are kinds of foods that maybe you can eat some food that has a lot high water content to also keep you from getting dehydrated. So
That's a really great tip. That's a great tip because not only are you drinking water, but then you're also eating your water.
yes.
I know cucumber has been a thing now. A lot of people have been talking about the health benefits of it, not only for the hydration, but for the vitamin and mineral content in it as well. So
Yes.
that's a really nice, light, easy snack to pack in your pool bag or your beach bag.
Perfect, perfect. So bottom line, I just wanted to share, tough love is to drink water whether or not you like it because it is so important for you. And if you don't want to end up in the hospital dehydrated, drink your water. And
I want
there's
to jump
different.
up a little bit. I just have a couple
Okay.
questions.
Sure.
I know
Sure.
a lot of people say that drinking water in the morning is really important. Can you go into a little bit more detail about that?
Yes, yes. So in the morning, like some people like to drink like some water that is room temperature because that's the best way to get your internal organs going. You don't want ice cold water because then that's your body has to fight to lower the temperature anyways. And some people like to add a little lemon juice to it. Very little lemon juice is all you need, like maybe a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. And then that also helps to rev up those internal organs for your day. And then you can have your cup of coffee because some people can't go without their cup of coffee either.
I'm one of those people for sure. Definitely. In the shower too. Tell me a little bit about that. Is it because of the hot water that increases your blood pressure?
Let me get back to my paper that kind of said that. Yes, a glass of water before taking a bath or shower helps lower blood pressure. Yeah, I guess I don't know all the science behind it.
No, that's fine.
I just know that if somebody said it, actually the Cancer Society said that. It was in one of their posts. So if they said it, they must know what they're talking about.
Well, yeah, of course. And I mean, I think that correlates along with the, being out in the hot sun or you're sweating, you're taking a shower.
Yeah.
Really great tips.
Yeah, they're just good things to do. And then, of course, when you're outside in the sun, like we already mentioned, be sure when you get into the house to replenish yourself. And then make that electrolyte drink too and replenish your electrolytes at the same time. So that's what I wanted to share today. Again, if you want to go to Diana at CoachDianaWilder.com, I'd be glad to sit down or have a chat with you on the phone and just help you come up with some weight loss goals or help you through the summertime when you just wish you had a little more maybe food planning or maybe some more encouragement and accountability around your water consumption. Thank you so much, Samantha. It's been a great time being with you today.
Awesome. I actually have one more question for you, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in the green room for a minute, like think about it and come back. So would you have a tip for people that are traveling overseas or possibly on cruise ships? Because I know, travelers' diarrhea is a big thing. So sometimes drinking the local tap water is not something that you want to do. So think about that. And I'm just going to talk a little bit. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I do and how we can support each other. And I'll be right back. I'll be back to hear your answer. Don't go away.
Okay.
Wow. She gave us some really great tips about water. I know it's not the most exciting topic in the world, but there was a couple things that resonated with me for sure. I think I can definitely have a glass of water in the morning and before I take a shower, and make sure I do the 1-to-1 water with my wine. I probably wouldn't want to do it before I go to bed because I like to sleep through the night. So in case, this is actually part 2 of a 6-part series. And if you missed my interview with Tom Martin, you can go ahead and scroll up. It's right above me. I am Samantha Weiland, a certified integrative nutrition health coach specializing in chronic digestive disorders. My passion is helping people in their 30s and 40s whose careers, family time, and social interactions are limited by the fear and shame around their chronic digestive disorders. As a lifelong sufferer myself, I researched and educated my doctors about the root cause of my condition, and I used that knowledge to walk my clients down the same path to freedom, confident that they are being supported by someone that has been in their shoes. So if you or anyone you know suffers from chronic digestive disorders, you can grab my website right there and take a screenshot and share it. And I'm going to go ahead and bring Diana back up so that she can answer our last question before we wrap up tonight. So thank you very much. And here comes Diana. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you, Samantha. Thank you so much.
You ready to answer my bonus question?
We'll give it a try, put it that way. Definitely drink filtered water when you're traveling abroad. And sometimes if you have to have some pop, that's not going to be the end of the world. Because sometimes the water where you're at might not be the best water for your system. Like you mentioned before, you might get diarrhea or have constipation problems or just have problems with your what do you call it? Distress?
Digestive
distress. There we go. Yeah. So we don't want that when we're traveling. So filtered water, or maybe even just have Coke. And also, when in Rome, do as the Romans do, and just talk to the locals around you that would be trustworthy and see where they get their water. Maybe there's a spring or something like that, a natural spring where they get their water. Other than that, again, and traveling, of course, bring trusted water with you on the plane. I mean, that's one thing that we are allowed to do. We can bring water with us on the plane.
Yeah, I've never really had a problem, buying bottled water in the airports. It's when you get to places like cruises and, resorts that, you want to buy a bottle of water. It's like $9.
Right. And sometimes I have heard of places that have been like, they take the water bottles, they take them to the back of the place, restaurant or wherever you're at, and they fill it from a tap thing outside the building. I know it. So I'm sorry to have to tell you that, but I haven't heard of that happening. So you really just need to, have some trust and try to figure out, like, ask the hotel connoisseur, where's the best place for me to get water that I can trust, that I know it's been filtered and it's bottled properly.
Yeah, for sure. And one tip that I gave during my interview with Tom, not to step on your toes a little bit, but I did say that you definitely want to. It's always good to have a probiotic on hand for when you
sure. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm. A high quality probiotic or a digestive enzyme, even just to help the body to, because there's all this foreign stuff going on all around you.
Sure.
The pollution is different, the water is different, the food is different, so your body's not used to it. So it's kind of good to, counterbalance that with some healthy
supplements. Yeah.
To kill off anything that might be like how I always put a lime in my Corona. You never know, right? All right, well, Diana, thank you so much for being with me. I'm going to go ahead and...
It's been great. Thank you so much, Samantha. You take care.
I will see you again soon. So, so go away. All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, be right back with you. Wow, that was really some fabulous information that we got from Diana. And I hope that you all will connect with her, as she said, coach at dianawilder.com if you want any more information. And stay tuned for part 3 of our 6-part series on how to maintain a healthy diet and lifestyle during this epic summer of 2021. So thank you so much for being with me. It's always nice to see you. I hope that you will take these tips and tricks and use them and enjoy your summer. And I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.